Welcome back, everybody. This Week in America, website thisweekinamerica.us. Great to have you with us on the program. Our guest, as mentioned, Amanda Meer, marketing manager for PTBoard. She's a mom to 3 young children, school volunteer, and former elementary school teacher. She's working to help PTAs and PTOs streamline communication, save time, and boost fundraising with PTBoard. The website, by the way, is PTBoard.com. You can find all this information at our website, thisweekinamerica.us. Amanda, welcome to the program. It's great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me on, Rick.
I love PTBoard, and I kept thinking, where were you like 20 years ago when I could have used this when our kids were in school? You understand the different directions teachers are torn in actually being a teacher. You understand the different directions mothers go in, being a mother of 3. Talk about the importance of something like this, PTBoard, when it comes along, and all of a sudden, all these functions that were all time-consuming and sometimes confusing for people, you've got in a very concise manner right in front of you on computer.
Well, you know, we talk to a lot of PTAs, PTOs, and teachers, and we ask them, you know, how do you currently communicate with parents? And we get about, 50 different answers. There's so many different forms of communication that PTAs, PTOs, teachers need to use. There are emails and various websites, copies of flyers sent home with children, phone calls, phone messages, emails, it's endless. And so PTBoard is one place where all of these different forms of communication can be consolidated. It's one place where you can house all of the important information going on within a school. As a parent, I've spent, many, many hours sorting through papers that my kids have brought home in their backpacks, looking for, that calendar that has the important date on it about an upcoming PTA function. Or I've searched through my emails for that one email from a teacher about a presentation that will be going on Friday. And with PTBoard, parents can easily go to one place, get all of the important information. Teachers can go to one place to share the information with parents. PTAs, PTOs can make announcements, post different events going on in the school that parents can sign up to volunteer for. Awesome to have everything in one place with PTBoard.
It's amazing the time that's spent. If you're a teacher and you've got they tell you that, okay, we've got dues that are due for something on Friday, get the word out to everybody. That's very time consuming to do that, isn't that? And here's an outlet where, okay, you post it and you're ready to go. And from a parent standpoint, I don't have to forget not giving my son, daughter dues for that day and having them expelled because they're the only ones that didn't get paid. It's easy for me as well.
Exactly. So a great example of that is PTA or PTO dues. Every school has, you can purchase PTA or PTO membership. And so as a classroom teacher, I know in the beginning of the school year, I'd be welcoming my children at the beginning of the day, getting their backpacks and jackets put away, helping them to start on morning work, answering questions. And so it was really hard when they'd all be coming in also with forms and envelopes and money that I needed to keep track of and tally mark and send to the office. With PTBoard, the PTA or PTO can create a form for PTA or PTO membership. Parents can go directly to the site, access the form, complete it, submit it, and make their payment. The organizer for the PTA or PTO then, or the treasurer, automatically sees, they can run a report within seconds to see who has purchased or completed a form for membership and gone ahead and made the payment as well. So on both sides, it just saves so much time. And then that's one less thing the teacher has to deal with in the morning, which just means more instructional time, which is so precious.
You're listening to This Week in America. Our guest on the program, Amanda Meer. She's marketing manager for PTBoard. It's very simple, PTBoard.com. You can go to our website, thisweekinamerica.us, and link on directly to PTBoard.com. You're going to be very impressed when you go there. And let's talk about some of the features. What all will this do? We've mentioned just several, and there's so many applications and ways that you can save time and make life more efficient for everybody, administrators, teachers, PTOs, PTAs, and parents as well. What are some of the features that you'll find at PTBoard?
So one of the first great features that you'll see when you go onto PTBoard is announcements. So there's so many announcements that PTAs, PTOs need to make. They may be a spirit wear sale going on or a tea at the beginning of the year. Often these announcements are sent home, with an email, a flyer sent home with students, phone calls. With PTBoard, an administrator can go right on and type up an announcement. We have a number of preloaded colorful templates, things like pictures of school supplies or sporting equipment. There are a number of templates. So all the administrator needs to do is type in their message, then post it for parents who will automatically then receive an email of the announcement, and they'll be able to see it on their dashboard when they log into PTBoard. So that is an awesome feature. PTAs, PTOs can make announcements in less than a minute. Teachers can also use this function by writing a class note for their specific classroom. So if they have an announcement to send home, instead of making sure that all the students write it down in their homework book or sending notes home or posting it somewhere else, they can simply go onto PTBoard, make an announcement, and then again, parents will automatically receive an email of the announcement and be able to see it on the site.
As I'm looking, I see like emergency notification. You're thinking that because you can really react quickly to that. That's a situation in some emergencies where time is of the essence. You really need to get that word out there. You can do that as well at PTBoard. And discussions and photo sharing. I mean, it's really limitless, isn't it, the type of features that you have on PTBoard?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Often after class parties, parents will send around picture albums through email, or they'll post them on Facebook, but not everyone is on Facebook. And some, it's not necessarily, these aren't secure places all the time to be sharing photos. So with PTBoard, you can go ahead and share photos. They're only going to a specific classroom of parents or to a specific school of parents. So that's a great feature. Parents can also have discussions about different things going on in the school, ask questions, and get them answered right through PTBoard without going into the school or calling the office to get answers.
Amanda Meer, our guest on This Week in America, marketing manager for PTBoard. What we're talking about is PTBoard, and the website is very simple, PTBoard.com. Go to our website, thisweekinamerica.us, and link on directly. You mentioned something that's key as well, secure. You're always concerned about that. The website, PTBoard.com, is secure, mobile, easy to use. You literally have everything covered here.
Mm-hmm. For sure, yes. Yes, even one of our awesome features that saves hours and hours of time is our online directory. So many PTAs, PTOs type up all of the contact information for parents and compile it, make copies, send them home with students, and that takes so much time. With PTBoard, parents can go ahead and enter their own contact information on the site, and they can choose whether or not they would like that information shared with others. It's then automatically, once the information is approved, there's an online directory that parents can go ahead and search. So if they have their phone at school and they want to schedule a play date with another child, they can go ahead, pull up PTBoard, search the student's information, and contact that parent. So that is a wonderful feature. Makes even a paper copy of the directory, which is possible through PDF, makes it so much easier for everyone to access and to create.
The founders, and we'll talk about the people that put together PTBoard.com, that's the website to go to, had kids in public schools and in private schools, and they took that into account as they're putting this together. So what you have is a product that really can be used for any type of school situation and any type of PTO or PTA situation.
Yes.
So it's something that can be used by literally everybody. And I mentioned the founders, and it's like, wow, this is such a great idea. Talk about the people that put this together and the thought process that went into this and the evolution of the product, because this really has all the bases covered.
Mm-hmm. Well, the creators of PTBoard are they're working parents. They're involved in the school, and they noticed exactly what I was talking about before. They have children in private school and public school, and they found that they were spending so much time tracking down information. They have technology backgrounds, and so they knew that the technology existed to make communication easier, more efficient, and they knew that parents and PTA, PTO volunteers, schools deserve this technology to be able to communicate communicate as efficiently as possible, so that we're all busy parents and we have little free time, and the free time that we have we want to spend in the schools volunteering. We know that when we're present in our children's education, when we're in the schools, that our children benefit, and so we want to spend the little time that we have really doing meaningful work and not just searching for the information and organizing it with outdated methods. So that's how PTBoard was born, and I think they've done a wonderful job. That it is such a wonderful solution, and it is allowing schools to more efficiently communicate.
And all the bases are covered. You can get more information at PTBoard.com. Our website, thisweekinamerica.us, will link you directly to the website, PTBoard.com. Talk a little bit about the feedback that you're getting. Let's start with teachers. This has to be something that really very efficient for teachers, because they suddenly get a large part of their day back, where they don't have to worry about all of the paperwork. They can actually worry about instruction and relating to the children.
Exactly. They're reclaiming, a lot of the instructional time that can be lost to logistics. Yes. A reaction that you had at the beginning of the interview, where were you before?
Yes.
Kids,
yes.
We get that a lot. Why aren't we already using this? Why wasn't this created already? Is often the reaction. I'll tell you one use for PTBoard that we've been hearing rave reviews from teachers on is our sign up function. So many schools will use various additional websites for parents to be able to sign up for things, volunteer opportunities, donations within the school, or there'll be paper sign-ups within the school, so parents need to go in and find the sign-up and go ahead and sign themselves up, or email a coordinator. With PTBoard, a great use for sign-ups for teachers is for parent-teacher conferences. So a teacher can create sign-ups for parent-teacher conferences, create different time slots. Parents can then see that that conferences are available with the teacher. They can go ahead and sign up. Then they will automatically receive a reminder of their meeting with the teacher. So this is saving a lot of time. I know often as a teacher, I would send home paper notes to remind parents of their conference, or send them emails, and be managing a paper copy of that schedule. So this is a huge time saver for parents, for teachers, and parents. It makes it a lot easier for them to access the information. If they need to switch their time, they can directly contact another parent to see if they can swap slots with them. So this is a wonderful feature for teachers to use as well.
And if you would like to be a volunteer, suddenly you're actually volunteering and being able to do something rather than making phone calls and trying to get things organized. And I would assume PTAs, PTOs, you're getting great feedback from these people. The worst thing is to be in one of those organizations and be a secretary and responsible for all of the paperwork. And it's like, oh no, come on, I can't leave the room. They're going to vote me secretary when they have the election. I need to stay here and tell them I can't do that. That really wouldn't be all that difficult with PTBoard. So I'm sure you're getting good feedback from those organizations as well.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And all the information you can find at PTBoard.com. I mentioned Boost Fundraising with PTBoard. How does that work? How does that help you with fundraising?
So with something like a spiritware sale, for example, this can often be a cumbersome process for a coordinator. Usually announcements will be made about a spiritware sale, order forms will be distributed, they will be collected then with various deadlines announced, and checks need to be collected before the order is placed. With PTBoard, a coordinator can really easily, within minutes, create a form online for parents to complete. They can include a picture of the spiritware, offer different color and size options. They can post the form, and parents can then complete it and make their payment for the spiritware directly online. So all the coordinator needs to do is run a report of what has been ordered, and then they'll know what to purchase. So huge time saver. Another awesome use for the fundraising feature of PTBoard that we've seen is with our virtual yard sale. So I know, especially at the end of the school year or in the fall, yard sales are a popular fundraiser, but often it requires, reserving a gymnasium, renting out tangible tables to parents who are interested. They need to bring their items in. With PTBoard, parents can choose items that they would like to sell with proceeds going directly to the PTA or PTO. They can simply take a picture of the item, include a price, and within seconds, the item is up for sale virtually, and other parents can go ahead, purchase items, and the money is deposited directly at a PayPal account. So awesome fundraising abilities, enhanced fundraising abilities with PTBoard.
Yeah, and one thing as you're talking about that, this what eliminates, for the most part, kids having to go door to door to sell things. They can make money, sell products, but not have to go door to door. That's becoming increasingly difficult for parents to, to manage that and watch this place and stay away from this neighborhood over here, that type of thing. And that's all done online now with PTBoard.
Exactly. We also very soon will have the feature. I know many high schools will have fundraisers, but they're for a variety of clubs or sports within the school. So soon we'll be able to host a variety of fundraisers for one school, but the funds will be able to be directed to specific PayPal accounts. So maybe it's the field hockey team's PayPal account or the Honor Society's PayPal account. So we'll also have that feature as well, which is great for schools running a variety of fundraisers.
Interesting. PTBoard evolving as everything. You sort of grow with what the marketplace is out there. Amanda Meer, our guest on the program, a minute or so left in the program. If somebody's interested and wants to look into this, talk a little bit about pricing structure, how that's done, and where they can get more information.
We know the best place to go for very detailed information is PTBoard.com. We have all of our pricing information listed on the pricing tab, and it's very reasonable, minimal charge, but it's based on the number of users that you envision will be using PTBoard. We are flexible with that. If you envision a certain number starting off with PTBoard and that number will grow, we can work with you on that. We do have a partner program this year, so users who are interested in giving us specific feedback about their use of PTBoard and talking to us about suggestions, we waive the charge for a one-year subscription for those partners. We have all detailed information about all of the features listed on PTBoard.com, as well as a fun introductory video. So if you are on a PTA or PTO and would like to present this, that video is great to watch at a meeting. We also have monthly, sometimes even more often, webinars where I'll walk through a demo school to give you a feel for what PTBoard would look like when you're using it in your school. And that demo school is also available from our site, so you can go ahead and click the demo school and sort of play around with PTBoard that way. We're also happy to schedule individual webinars or demos if you would like us to give you specific ideas on how your school can use PTBoard. We're happy to do that at a PTA or PTO meeting or with an individual at your school. So lots of different ways to learn more about PTBoard.
And it's all explained at the website. And this is something that really makes so much sense from a school standpoint, from a teacher standpoint, parents, from the PTOs, the PTAs. All the information is available at PTBoard.com. It's very simple. As you go to the website, you'll have a chance to look and see, wow, this really is. And it's very concise wording, so we don't get all caught up, and I don't quite understand what that is. It's all very explicit, all very concise, and it's really laid out. It's very user-friendly, isn't it, the website?
It really is. The creators of PTBoard are technology experts, and so they say, we did all of the complicated, hard technology stuff, so you don't have to, right? It's very user-friendly. It's intuitive. Whether you are getting your school started with PTBoard or just accessing it as a parent or as a room parent or teacher, there are a variety of different user roles, but it really is user-friendly. And if you have questions at any time, we're just an email or a phone call away to answer specific questions.
And the website, once again, is PTBoard.com. Amanda Meer has been our guest on the program, marketing manager for PTBoard. She's a mom to 3 young children, school volunteer, former elementary school teacher, so she knows firsthand how valuable a product like PTBoard is. Amanda, thank you for sharing that with us. It's been great to have you with us on the program. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Rick. Thanks for having me on.
You're listening to This Week in America, our website, thisweekinamerica.us.